what I would like to see them do is apply every change that they're thinking about making. Their alpha and beta testing happens when they roll it out to PvP. When you enter an arena, everything that hooks in, there's no combat log, there's no combat logging, nothing like that. Your add-ons are dead, except for the add-ons that we've built into the system for you. I'm gonna go on a little rant for a second, because so we've been talking about add-ons, we've been talking about Blizzard getting rid of add-ons, building their own add-ons. Fed says, my sincerest hope is that these add-on changes will reduce the delta between the people who have insanely good add-ons and those that don't want to mess with them as much. Yeah, I don't know. I maybe that'll happen. I mean, all you're gonna do, I think, there is just make it so that people who are currently not, MDI competitors lose, let's say, 3 to 5 key levels, right? Which is not good for the game if they want people to push for high keys. I think you'll end up with a lot more people that are the toxicity will increase. The toxicity will increase in pug keys. If they dumb down the dungeons to make up for a lack of add-ons, they'll remove most of the fun. Nobody wants to admit how much they actually prefer a game with challenge. Look at the soul-like games. Yeah, and they could make it all easier. They could make, and they say that they're gonna try to make it easier. But so I wanna, going back to, well, with an infinitely scaling system, Smokio, easier is not gonna kill it necessarily for the title pushers or anything. But okay, so they were saying that, the thing about this is, Max was saying that their weak or add-on people already have like 17 ways to counter anything Blizzard is thinking of. And so essentially what is going to happen if they decide to go down this route is that they are going to have to essentially say these kinds of add-ons are banned, and any workaround that you use to achieve an outcome that you would get from this kind of an add-on is banned. Blizzard is really, really, really bad, like really bad about enforcing terms of service equally. If you guys, I don't spend a lot of time there, but if you go to Reddit r/wow, you will see, I feel like whenever I find myself there, there's always somebody whose account has been banned because they got mass reported. Somebody, and I'm sure there are people who get banned genuinely for good reason. But essentially, the only way the add-on war is going to be effective is if they take it out of the technical realm and put it into the terms of service to say, we will ban your account if we find that you've done something to work around our intended gameplay. And Blizzard is never going to be good at enforcing that equally. They're never going to be good at enforcing that in a way that anybody is happy with, except for people who want to watch the world burn. So this is, and so if they build their own stuff in that's good, which I don't think they can do unless they actually bring on the weak aura and different add-on developers. Right. Sneak.lua. Yes. So Echo worked around the private auras that they were trying to use to do this, and what did they do about it? Nobody got banned, to my knowledge. I actually don't know a ton about this. I just vaguely heard about it. So this is the problem that I see them coming up against ultimately, is that unless they hire these people or contract the work out to the people who are already making the add-ons to develop real in-game replacements for some of these things, you either have to dumb the content down so far that something like Fellowship or another MMO comes along and takes Blizzard's lunch, or you have to, or you end up in this situation where you're banning people because, well, that add-on is working around this, or you streamed it and we heard that you were using a YouTube video to to do this. Somebody mass reports somebody for using a wrong weak aura, and they just get an insta 7-day ban or something. So I don't trust Blizzard to thread the needle on this at all. I think they're in an unwinnable race, and if the goal is to put this on Xbox, which I think that is their goal. I have trouble finding any reason why they go down this path financially, except to put World of Warcraft on Xbox. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. Maybe there's something I haven't thought of. And you end up in this controller versus mouse and keyboard. It's not worth playing for the console players, and the PC players have this insane advantage. So what I would like to see them do is apply every change that they're thinking about making. Their alpha and beta testing happens when they roll it out to PvP. When you enter an arena, everything that hooks in, there's no combat log, there's no combat logging, nothing like that. Your add-ons are dead, except for the add-ons that we've built into the system for you. And then wait and see, do things get more toxic in PvP? Do people play PvP more or less? What happens there? And if it works in PvP to where people are less toxic and more people are playing, okay, maybe it'll work in PvE. And smoke, everybody will just turn to something that lets them do combat logging and parse culture. As much as people like Max will say that parsing doesn't really matter, we just wanna play the game, and we'd prefer to play it without add-ons or whatever. Those people care about parses. They are a part of parse culture, or they wouldn't be race to world first progging. That's you might recognize that in a regular guild this is stupid and unnecessary, but yeah. Strelix, I feel like the best of both worlds is they don't completely block off Omni, DBM, etc. They still develop those tools so they're baked in the game to help newer players, and probably put WoW on Xbox and just let people who are veterans continue to use their add-ons, and people who are completely new still have that stepping stone. Everybody does want to do big damage. It's true. It's true. Right, Little John? You like to be first. I heard that. I heard that earlier. So you can't. Well, so here's what I think. If they're gonna, what they've committed to is that they are going to make replacements in game so people don't have to use these add-ons. So compete on the free market. Don't disable anything. Just make the tool better. Make the better tool. If that's but that's not really what they're doing. I don't think. They're never gonna do that. So, anyways, I'm done talking about this. It's yeah, an in-game version of Details is coming, and then the other thing is, so they made it so you can monitor your CPU usage from add-ons, right? And it made the game run like 15 to 20 frames per second slower. They don't have the technical capability to add these things. Not last I checked. No, experience doesn't bear this out, that they're going to be able to put these things in and improve performance. But anyway, all right, and Eddie, what's up? You got the beach outfit on from the thing. Okay, I'm going to unmute you guys.
We're going to finish leveling up your character.
And now we're going to finish leveling up your druid.
What? No.
Yeah, you